Inflation, percentage increases over time. In this video, we're going to look at percentage increases when it comes to inflation. Inflation is the average increase in prices over time. You might have heard of a parent or carer tell you that when they were young, a pint of milk cost 30p or a chocolate bar cost 40p. We expect prices to rise a bit every year, with the target rate being 2% in fact. But in some years, prices rise more, and in some years, less. We're going to start by working through an example together. Have your calculators ready. Let's say Lucy bought a few goods and services, like a cinema ticket, popcorn, and a juice. They cost £10 in the year that she was born, and then cost £16 when she left school because of inflation. How can we calculate the percentage increase in prices? The price of the items when Lucy was born was £10. The price of the items by the time Lucy left school was £16. The first thing that Lucy will need to do is to find the difference between the new price and the original price of the goods that she bought. She does this by calculating the new price, take away the old price, so we have £16 minus £10, which equals £6. So £6 is the difference between the two prices. Because we're looking at a percentage increase, we want to find out how much the price has gone up by, i.e. the difference in prices as a fraction of the original price of £10. We do this by finding £6 as a fraction of £10, so we get £6 over £10, which is the same as 6 divided by 10, which equals 0.6, and that's our step 2. Lastly, step 3, we convert this into a percentage by multiplying by 100. And remember, a trick when multiplying by 100 is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So we have 0.6 times 100, which equals 60%. And a general rule to remember how to work out percentage increases is this formula. New minus old divided by old times by 100. Overall, we can see that there's been a 60% increase between the prices from when Lucy was born compared to the time that she left school. Now, over to you to have a go at the next example. Kareem bought a pencil case, notebook, and colourful pens, which cost £8 in the year that he was born, and then £11.50 10 years later. What is the percentage increase in the cost? The price of the items when Kareem was born was £8. The price of the items 10 years later was £11.50. Step 1. To work out the difference between the two prices, we can calculate £11.50 minus £8, which equals £3.50. We then find the difference in prices as a fraction of the original price of £8. So we have £3.50 over £8, which we calculate by doing £3.50 divided by £8, and using a calculator, this gives us 0.4375. To make this a percentage, we then multiply by 100, remembering that multiplying by 100 means we can move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So 0.4375 times 100 gives us 43.75%. Overall, we can see that there's been a 43.75% increase between the prices from when he was born compared to 10 years later. So, as a recap, for step 1, we found the difference between the new and old prices. Step 2, we then worked out the difference in prices as a fraction of the original price. And lastly, we multiplied this number by 100 to find the percentage. We can see that prices change over time and generally increase because of inflation. What we know is that if inflation rises a lot, then sometimes we have to make smart decisions with our money. For example, if a bag of sweets goes up from £1 to £1.25, we may not be able to buy them as often if the amount of pocket money we've been given or money we're earning stays the same. Sometimes we all need to be a bit more creative with our money and save for things for a little longer to help us manage our money well.